What? Hmm. I know it. Yeah, you wanna go in? Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, the 29th of June, 2021. And we are in for another hot one today. Mid to high 90s today is what they're calling for. There's a heat advisory out there. And I'm going to just kind of show you the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. So it's going to be a very, very warm day, which is okay. You know, I lied, there's a couple little clouds over there. Here, we'll actually come over here so you can see that one better. So, they are calling for showers this afternoon, but looking at the sky right now, you wouldn't think that would be possible, but, you know, it could definitely happen. Alright, so I wanted to get into this video, and I wanted to talk about this because I think this is an important, really important thing, to be honest with you. Let's talk about our kids and teaching our kids survival skills. Let's say you're the survival expert and you have all the skills and all this knowledge, but you haven't taught your kids anything. Now, SHTF happens, you get sick, you die, something happens, or you get hurt where they're, you know, on their own. Well, what happens then? And this is what we really do need to think about. And what are we going to do at that point? Just looking at something here. I'm looking at the peaches on the peach tree. What are you going to... I'm going to come out of the sun. I'm going to stand up here in the shade. So, teaching our kids survival skills, I think, is really, really important because, again, we just never know what is going to happen with us, where we're going to be at, who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. I'm going to tell you what, the most skilled person in the world can get sick and die, or have an accident and die, or be, you know, killed and die. So, and it can happen to anybody. So with proper preparation and teaching your kids some skills so that they can fend for themselves if they have to, it's going to make all the difference in the world. And the reason I'm talking about this is I was having a conversation the other day with Heather, and she had said to me, you know, Dad, she said, I think, you know, when SHTF happens, with the things that you have taught me, it's going to give me a real advantage. And I thought about that, and that's, again, once again, what have I always said over and over and over? All we're all looking for is that advantage. We're looking for that edge. And to teach your children simple, easy things, how to identify wild edibles, knowing what is good to eat and what is not good to eat. Also, teaching them how to start a fire. You know, there's actually a skill to starting a fire. It just doesn't happen magically. You really kind of need to know what you're doing. And even if you have a lighter or something like that, but being able to use a ferro rod and all those type of things, that's important as well. So learning those type of skills like that, knowing how to build a shelter, knowing the simple fact that sleeping on the ground will suck the heat out of your body, that you need to be on some kind of a raised platform so that you're not laying directly on the ground. I mean, simple things like that that you take for granted, a child is not going to know that unless they're taught. So with teaching them that, you're going to give them the tools that if an emergency, and like I said, and here's the thing, it doesn't have to be the end of the world as we know it. They could be out on a hike with friends, and they could be in a situation where, you know, there's some kind of an accident in the wintertime or whatever the case may be. You know, there's so many different scenarios that could happen in regular times that they can use these skills to survive whatever the situation may call for. You know, knowing what to do, you know, if it is cold temperatures, and what kind of shelter they need to build, and make sure that they have, you know, a breathing hole in there so that you're having a circulation of the air and all those type of things. And, you know, there's many things to it. But teaching them the skills that are going to help them to survive, I think are really, really important. So it's something that I wanted to bring up in this video, and I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on it, because I do think it's that important. Kids are sponges, guys. Kids are sponges. They will suck in whatever knowledge that you're willing to teach them. And, if you fill their head full of crap, that's what it's going to be full of. And the other thing is, too, what people need to remember is if we don't teach them, somebody else is going to put what they want in your kid's head. So I want you to think about that, too. Be it the schools, be it college, whatever the case may be. There was a young mind is a terrible thing to waste, So filling them up with things that are going to give them an advantage in life, I think are hugely, hugely important. I wanted to show you guys some stuff over here really quickly in the garden. Actually, it's pretty wild. I was like, oh, no kidding, look at that already. Excuse me. So we do have some green beans starting here on this side over here. And we got all the flowering, which means we're going to have a lot of green beans in through here. Over here, we have the watermelon. If you look right there, there's a baby watermelon growing there. Let's see, I think there's another one right here. And then there was one more over on this side. Let's see, where is that watermelon? Oh, there it is. Another watermelon right there. So the watermelons are coming in. We actually have, there's a lot of flowering, but we also have a couple of small tomatoes growing in here as well. So the tomatoes are doing awesome. Look how big these freaking tomatoes are. It's freaking crazy. And actually, look at this. It's actually starting to get where it's going to flower, which I wasn't sure that it was going to. So these are marigolds. Look how high and how big these freaking marigolds are. I've never had marigolds this big. And again, we grew these guys from seeds. All these are from seeds. So tomatoes are just doing gangbusters over here. The garden itself is doing just absolutely fantastic. These are the cucumbers in through here on the other side. And that was, I don't think that's a cucumber, that's not a cucumber plant. That was the cucumber plant that didn't make it, but these other four are doing okay. I'll take you over here. So yeah, we got starting to get some heads on the marigolds, but we got yellow squash in here. This is the zucchini. We've already picked a zucchini already. We've already picked a yellow squash already, and we've eaten those. And so these are all, the rest of these in here are all yellow squash. So we got the one zucchini, and the rest of these in this bed are all the yellow squash. Over in this bed we got these are all the cantaloupes. So look at this already. Look at the size of that cantaloupe already. How about that one? So pretty excited. Obviously this is lettuce through the outside here. And actually we'll go over here. I'll show you these guys. Cauliflower and on the other side there. But look at the peas. Look at all the peas coming in here. All the way down through. We're going to have a ton of peas. I was feeling this one yesterday. I'm like, that one's close. A couple more days. But look at all the peas coming in. So, really excited about that. We did harvest over here in that bed. We harvested more of the radishes, and we ate them the other day as well. And so then we pulled all the flowers, and just so you know, this is what you do too. I didn't know, Becky looked it up, but when you have your potatoes growing, and once they start to flower, you pull all the flowers off, because you want all that energy to go into the potatoes and not into the flower. So and it's weird, like in the center here, you can see that's kind of like flattened down. all these plants have laid over, and I don't know why, but that's what they've done. So a lot of them are, well, it's all, they've gotten to a certain size, and then they all start to lay over. But they're still all green, they're all doing great, and so that is definitely a good thing. Strawberries have been coming in okay. So what we're going to be doing, there's some places, guys, where you can go and they do nothing but grow strawberries. We're going to be going there soon, harvesting strawberries. We're going to be making some strawberry jam and that type of stuff. So we will definitely be showing that on video as well. But so the garden overall, as you can see, just looks fantastic. Let me see something here. What's going on? Why is that one doing that? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on with that one. Why it is doing that. Huh. I don't know. Hold on one second, guys. Huh. No idea. This one is saying the same thing. Hold on a second, I'm just running through this. I have no idea why that is doing that. Huh. Not a clue. Now see, this one stopped, and then this one started. But it's bringing in power. It's charging the batteries. So I have not a clue in the world why it is doing that. No idea. Hold on one second, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure something out here real quick. I mean, they're bringing in good power. I'm going to have to come back and look at that later. But it's still bringing in power, so I have no idea why it's doing that. Anyway, so that's where we're at today. Puppies are out here enjoying the weather. So, but we're bringing in decent power, which is a good thing, and that's what we want. Obviously. I am going to jump off of here for now. I definitely want to get your feedback on this video talking about kids and teaching them skills to help them to survive. How important do you think it is? I got to get these guys some more water. See, they got the water in there, but they need more. I want to make sure that they're good to go, because again, it's going to be extremely hot, but at least you can see they're in a shaded area, which is helpful. So, anyway, remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, You can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. I will be doing a second video later today. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.